And I'd like to conclude simply by reminding people or advising people of something which is actually not that well known about the original Glass-Steagall Act of 1933. It is generally known that this was a very short and to the point and precise document which stated very simply that you have to separate productive commercial banking from speculative investment banking activities, and it created the FDIC as a government-sponsored insurance agency to protect and back up the productive side of the lending. Today, it's the opposite. But what has happened with the elimination of Glass-Steagall, and not just the law itself, but the very principle involved in this, is that the floodgates have been opened wide to this cancer. The cancer has taken over. But the original Glass-Steagall law, like our own Constitution, has a preamble. In other words, a summary introductory statement which states in a word, in one sentence, what the entire principle is. And in the case of the Glass-Steagall Act, the very first sentence, which I want to read to you, reads as follows. It says, "An act to provide for the safer and more effective use of the assets of banks, to regulate interbank control, to prevent the undue diversion of funds into speculative operations, and for other purposes." All we need to do is return to that standard, and we can create a new financial system, get rid of the speculative bubble, stop the genocide cold, and create the basis on which we can then construct a credit system to provide credit for these activities, and the great development projects such as NWAPA to make sure that not only is there youth employment as opposed to unemployment, but actual youth employment in the things that define the human species as uniquely what it is, in science, in classical culture, and in creativity. That's why Lyndon LaRouche says that it is either Glass-Steagall or die.